Hey Trails Collective crew, Ian here. Typically I would go into filming the weekly rundown for this week, which would have been November 4th, 2020. For some time I've been aware that these episodes run pretty long. There's a lot of info packed in here in various different categories, from events to results to FKTs to gear releases to media. There's just a lot going on, and it's tough to really crush that into a 10 to 15 minute episode, which is probably attention span for most. So starting this week, I'm going to try to start splitting things up, and we'll just see how it goes. For those of you who are tuning in, let me know if this works better or if it doesn't. So I figured that 10 to 15 minute window would be what many of us maybe have in passing on a commute to and from work. So let's try it. So for this episode, I am going to just go through the events this upcoming week and into November. I'm going to start the week each week with events to give you the heads up in case any of you are looking for an event last minute into the weekend ahead, and to give you the heads up for the couple weeks ahead in case registrations are still open. On Tuesday, starting next week, we're going to start to try to plug the TC interviews in on that day. Let's see, Wednesday I will see if I can do some gear reviews if we have some that week. This one I'm going to try to come through with a gear review for the Salomon S-Lab Cross. I don't have that many miles in it so far, but two of my teammates did put some miles in it. So collectively, we will try to bring you our insights and findings on the shoe so far. On Thursdays, I'm going to try to do results, or the weekly recap of results, and maybe plug any of the other media that came out that week on some of the podcasts if I'm aware of it. And then Fridays, I will make FKT Fridays. So we're going to split it up like that with the intention of having each episode be more like that 10 to 15 minute range. And again, let's just see how it goes. All right, so this upcoming week, November 7th, we have the Rim to River Endurance's Rim to River 100. As I've mentioned the past couple weeks, it looks like a beautiful 100 mile in the new River Gorge of West Virginia. Proceeds to benefit the Adventure Appalachia, and what that entity does, and it looks beautiful, I'll plug the image here, facilitates empowering educational outdoor adventure experiences for adolescents and adults. These activities encourage a sense of self-worth and empowerment, foster respect, understanding, and care of the natural world, and exemplify the importance of communication, teamwork, and leadership. Dude, I think the vast majority of our country could probably use one of those trips and experiences right now. So good on Rim to River Endurance's crew for raising money and awareness for that entity. They've got 201 entrants now and a capped lineup. This is a first-year event, so to be seen how the course runs and how the field shakes out. If I can grab some clips from the Rim to River Endurance crew for post-race, I will plug it hopefully next week. And if a buddy, Greg Loomis, is able to toe the line, if he pulls off the wait list and his body's up for it. Unfortunately, he was in a car accident just a few days ago. He's a little bit banged up at the moment, but he may still toe the line. Maybe we'll get some images there, so stay tuned for that. Also on the 7th, the Hamster Wheel Timed event. It's put on by Just Keep Running. It's at the Hillsborough County Fairgrounds in New Hampshire. It's a gentle 4-mile loop used for 6-hour, 12, 24, and 30 hour events, and including relays. The field size was reduced to 175 and capped out, but keep it on your radar for next year. Baltimore's Night Move 6 Mile, an event that starts at 6:30 p.m. on November 7th, starting just after sundown in Cromwell Valley Park in Baltimore. It's a 6-ish mile loop, including some fast single track, rolling hills, and a fast downhill finish. That sounds pretty sweet, and registration, I believe, is still open, so check that out. The Tuckahoe 25K, put on by the Centerville Crushers and Algonquin Ultras in Queen Anne, Maryland. A good rolling course and middle distance for first-timers or those who want to run fast. Registration closed on the 1st with 238 entrants in the field, but keep it on your radar for our late season. I did check in with Trent and the Algonquin crew and hoping to get a video for you in the results for next week, so stay tuned for that. The Bobcat Trail Run 11 mile run in Cunningham State Park using the Catoctin and Cat Rock trails. Registration is still open through today, November 4th, or what would be today, November 4th. It's actually would be this Wednesday, November 4th. At Ultra sign up, and we'll plug the link. COVID limited to 55 entrants, so get on it now if you're interested. The Dirt Monster 5-mile trail race and 1-mile walk. It's a cross-country style race in North Park near Pittsburgh. Registration is closed with no race day registration this year, but you can hop on the wait list last minute if interested, and we'll see if we can grab the results post-race. So moving on to November 8th, cross-county trail marathon and half put on by the crew at Atlas Endurance Sports in Springfield, Virginia. The trail is 75%, or the course rather, is 70, well, it's still a trail, 75% paved, 25% dirt gravel. Registration is still live with a 110 entrants split between the distances. If you're looking to or interested in running a non-technical and quick half or full, get on it at the link we'll plug in Ultra Sign Up. So that looks like a pretty cool late season non-technical option. I'm a little always leery sometimes late season when all the foliage or leaves are down on the ground. It just seems like an injury waiting to happen. So those lesser non-technical ones look pretty cool or sound pretty ideal. November 14th, the Stone Mill 50-mile endurance run. It'll be the 11th running, going down on the Seneca Greenway and Muddy Branch trails in Montgomery County, Maryland. Maryland just rocking the late season races here. The course is rolling in predominantly single track with a few stream crossings. It'll be an RRCA, or the Road Runners Club of America National Championship event in 2021. So preview it in a couple weeks and throw down in 21. Per permitting, registration now is in waitlist format only, and if the final ends up going or going through, you'll get pulled in from the waitlist. So check it out at Stone Mill, and I checked in with that crew as well, and hopefully we'll get a clip post-race. November 15th, one that I am currently in the mix for. It's the Bold Coast Bash Trail Runs in Pownal, Maine, with 10, 20, and 30-mile options run using a beautiful 10-mile loop. Half in the woods, half along Maine's northeastern, pretty rugged but beautiful looking coastline. Currently I'm in the 30-mile, but I may drop to the 20 because I've just not really been able to get in that much training at all. And 20 sounds a little bit more enjoyable. And I also wanted to grab some clips. There'll be some friends in there, teammate Ben Nephew, and some others, and I would love to get some good video of them. So for all of you who've been following Trails Collective this year, you know it's my intent to get out and do some of these events to participate and film and share them all with you rather than racing myself. So hopefully I can get out and do that on the Bold Coast as well. I'm also just noticing there's some dirt from me testing this Salmon S-Lab Cross and mud on the GoPro from today. So I'm not sure whether this video is going to come out with a little mud splotch on it, but just know it was a well-earned mud splotch. So, all right, moving on. So stay tuned for images hopefully coming from the Bold Coast Trail Run, and I'm also hoping to make a Northeastern circuit out of that trip up to the far reaches of Maine. So I may check in with some of you out there to see whether I can visit you en route and find some great runs in your neck of the woods. All right, November 21st, JFK 50-mile, the legend. 2021, they said it was capped at 1,200 runners, which my first reaction was, if you ask me, given the current state of COVID and the intent of COVID mitigations, 1,200 still seems like a crap ton of people. So it seems like if you're going to might as well go in at 1,200, you might as well just go all in at that point, because it just seems like, I don't know, the mitigation potential of 1,200, come on, that's still a ton of people out there. As of filming, there's still 23 spots remaining, and you can get on it at runsignup.com. November 22nd, Hex Hollow Half Run in Spring Valley Park in York County, PA. Routes, rocks, 2 stream crossings, fast descents and challenging climbs. 13.1 and 6.66 milers are sold out with COVID caps in place at 100 runners per distance, but keep your eye on it for next week. So they are the events that I'm looking forward to in November. If I miss some, for sure let me know, and I will mention them next week. And yeah, so let's try this. So this week's episode for events coming up is going to come in under 10 minutes. Let's see if this works. Again, let me know if you prefer this format better, and we'll get on with it. So, to all you running this week, good luck. To all you event directors managing to pull off an event this year, awesome job getting it to fruition in 2020. See ya!